Hello, welcome back to Signs and Wonders. Now, the idea behind these videos is that what we want to consider is how to see the signs in the world and how to recognise how wonderful they are, because they're always telling us something. So the natural world can give us signs. The birds, the butterflies, the flowers, they can act as signs for us on our journey. Dreams can act as signs, and also the activity, generally speaking, in the social world can give us signs, perhaps on a larger scale. So it was Carl Jung who brought to our attention the concept of synchronicity. And he records how he had a client who came to him and described a dream about a golden scarab beetle. And at the time that she was telling him about it, he noticed that there was a little flying beetle on the window ledge. And according to how I remember the story going, he actually showed it to her and said, "Look, this is like the beetle in your dream," because he was trying to demonstrate to her that her dreams have something to do with the outside world. And he himself had experienced this, having had a series of extraordinarily difficult dreams in which he could see Europe drowned in blood, and he felt he was suffering perhaps from some mental disorder because he kept having these dreams. And then when the First World War broke out, he realised that his dreams had been a prophetic synchronicity, really, with what was going on as an undercurrent in human consciousness. So, and that's in a way what makes him like a prophet, because he was able to recognise in himself the fact that he was dreaming about something to do with the collective human future. So not all of us do that and can do that. Certainly not all of us would want to do that, because it can be very unsettling to have dreams that seem to be about the future, about our future or other people's future, because one is put to the test to know, well, so what could I do about it anyway? He couldn't do anything about World War I. However, on a smaller scale, like the lady with the beetle, we can notice things in our own lives that kind of give us hints of something that's going on in our own unconscious mind or subconscious mind. And then we notice something in the outside world, and we think, aha, does that synchronize with it? And this is why we use cards like tarot cards or animal spirit cards, perhaps, or the angel script cards. Because when we draw a card, we are creating the opportunity for something unconscious to express itself through the variety of cards we have in our hand, which of course is a limited variety. Tarot pack has got a lot of cards. I think there are 78, something like that. Other card packs have fewer number of cards. But once you get used to using your own favourite packs of cards, you will notice that they kind of work for you because you're in kind of harmony with them. And I have found sometimes that I will ask for a card to answer a question, and I'll know exactly which card is going to come up. So that's a way in which we can deliberately bring a sign into our life. Now, the story of Carl Jung and the scarab beetle reminds me of a poem by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, in which he says, he asks actually, what if you dreamt and in your dream you went to heaven? And in that heavenly place, you picked a beautiful flower. And then, what if, when you woke up, the flower was in your hand? Now, that's one of my favourite pieces of poetry. Flower in the hand moment. I often use that expression. It's a flower in the hand moment. Because something that you've thought about or imagined is suddenly there. And the whole idea of abundance therapy or abundance kind of concept, or laws of manifestation, or The Secret, laws of attraction, are all based on something similar. The idea that you can introduce something into the unconscious, subconscious mind, and then it will manifest, it will arise, you will notice it. And you can test this. One famous test was, think about something very ordinary like a tomato. And then keep thinking about it. And then over the next few days, you will suddenly start noticing things about tomatoes everywhere. A van will go past your house and it'll have a tomato on it. Or whatever. You probably know exactly what I mean. Now, one of the problems, of course, with the idea of laws of abundance and secret and so forth, is that what people are hoping to do is to attract into their lives things that they think they want with their conscious mind. And so you can look at a magazine and say, oh, look, there's a lovely holiday there, or a lovely yacht, or a lovely car, or whatever. And you put it on your vision board. Some people make vision movies. And you hope that by bringing that in, it will penetrate your unconscious, and then something will manifest for you, and you'll get your holiday. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. However, if that holiday or that whatever it is not actually fundamentally resonating with your soul's basic purpose, then even if it did manifest, it was like a primrose on the path, something nice, but not something to do with your soul essence. And I do believe that when you start unpicking your soul essence by discovering your life purpose, by looking at your astrological natal chart, you start seeing exactly what that essence is. And then the very things that should be in your life will come up into your unconscious, and they will manifest almost effortlessly, because they are a natural fit for who you are in your essence and what your soul desires. Because your soul's purpose and your daemon or your guardian angel are focused on trying to make a perfect match between the inner and the outer. And we can go into that in a bit more depth in some future videos, because one is a reflection of the other. So if what you're trying to reflect into your life by using laws of attraction is perhaps something quite superficial that the current fashion has suggested is good for everybody, like a foreign holiday or something, then it might just be a mismatch, or it might just be a distraction from what is correct for you, what is just right for you, what is perfect for you. So it's not to say you shouldn't ask for nice things in your life, because I do believe that everybody's life should be abundant and comfortable. But those comforts, if you like, that make us feel surrounded by beauty as well, must somehow be in keeping with your essential nature during this incarnation. And that's when the pattern starts to fit, like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. It becomes natural. And the signs that you see outside yourself and what you're feeling within yourself are kind of melded together in a kind of holy matrimony, if you like, because it's so special. When you feel it, it's really special, and you know it. And you look back over it and you think, oh, why did I go down that little path? It seems like, that should have been obvious to me because the signs were there. Look for the signs, and then it becomes really, really obvious. So, hope that's helpful. It's just a short insight into signs and wonders and synchronicities. And if you're looking to find out something deep about your purpose in this life, I do have a course, Grounding Your Life Purpose, and it's quite economical to follow. And you could ask for personal supervision if you wanted. Anyway, go to the website, theolyn.com. Make sure you're subscribed, and then you'll know when I put up another video, because this is the topic, signs and wonders. Many blessings, and keep shining.